What is going on, Jets fans? This is Luca here from Gangrene Chronicles. Another miserable Monday for some. Really, the entire fan base, really. I mean, we're all caught up in the Tank for Mendoza stuff, the quarterback stuff. But just another miserable performance from the New York Jets. But it's all okay. It's all okay because our leader of men, Aaron Glenn, says we have a plan, we have a vision, and that the fans must stay the course and hold on to the rope because Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn have a plan and a vision in place, and they're going to get the players that they need to get, and so on and so forth. And magically, things will be okay. Magically, things will be okay. We have such a great plan that it's playing out right now that the Jets have 3 wins on the season. We have such a great plan that the Jets signed Justin Fields in the offseason, and he was benched by mid-November. We have such a great plan that we have a defense that's going backwards. We have players that are going backwards on both sides of the ball. We have such a great plan that we obviously, traded Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner away. We have such a great plan that the Jets are one of the most mid-run blocking teams across the entire NFL. We have a plan. And I'll say this for the record. I know I'm coming off very facetious, and that's what it's meant to be. I challenge, and as I said this on Jets Afterburners yesterday, great channel, by the way. I don't do this Jets content for a living. I do it for fun. I do it for the passion. It's very hard to keep the passion when the team has put out the same results every week. You feel like you're spinning in circles, trying not to repeat yourself. But I will say this. I challenge all the content creators, the major content creators out there in the Jets land, to actually call this BS out of Aaron Glenn. I want them to call out and say, hey, you know what? Maybe there isn't a plan in place. Maybe how about we be a little bit skeptical instead of saying, "Oh, fuck the tank." I'm sure those words didn't come back to bite that certain person in the ass. Yeah, that Falcons win was so meaningful, by the way, guys, that we just ended up losing the next 3. That Browns win was so meaningful because it's all about culture. It's an evaluation year. We have such a great plan in place that we've essentially learned nothing in this evaluation year. Because that's what you're supposed to do. When it's an evaluation year, you're supposed to learn things. And I feel as a fan base, or most of the fan base, some that want to put the green-colored glasses on, which would be a fallacy and fallacious. We've learned nothing. It would have been better if the Jets had not played an entire season of football, and we would just be, if the Jets just forfeited the season and said, hey, just give us, 3-4 wins, we would have learned the same amount as we've learned right now. That's the God's honest truth. Aaron Glenn, you do not have a plan. You do not have a plan until we see it come to fruition. And I know, people will say, what's he supposed to say, all these different things. We got to stop buying into these magical hypotheticals because that's what the Jets are for next year. A lot of hypotheticals. Next year, we don't know who our quarterback is. It could be Mendoza. It could be Ty Simpson, Dante Moore. Who are the Jets' building blocks right now? I mean, Jamie and Sherwood for the majority of the season has sucked. Garrett Wilson, he's great, but unfortunately he's been banged up for some of the year, and he didn't exactly achieve his best year in terms of production, at least because of the quarterback and the offensive system. Breece Hall, is he a piece for the future? Are the Jets going to re-sign him? Armand Membu maybe is a piece to the puzzle. As I said, the Jets are one of the more mediocre run-blocking units in the entire NFL. That's not really on Membu. Per the rankings that I saw, it was Simpson, Josh Myers, and Olu Fashanu that have been the main culprits. Joe Tippmann and Membu have been fine. Fashanu is not. But regardless of the point, where are the building blocks? What players, and I've mentioned this on countless streams, which players on either side of the ball are getting better? Harrison Phillips, okay, he's a steady veteran. Juwan Briggs, okay, I can give you that. Name me a few more. Name me a few more, because a lot of the players, and this was a part of the whole anti-tank, part of the whole pro-tanking thing that I was saying a few weeks ago. And it was like, half this roster is not even going to be here next year. A decent chunk. Obviously, that was before they re-signed Josh Myers and Jeremy Ruckert. But you got Tony Adams is a free agent. Andre Sisco is a free agent. Michael Clemens is a free agent. John Simpson's a free agent. Lazard, gone. Reynolds is going to be a free agent. Tyler Johnson's going to be a free agent. So you just have a lot of unknowns. Tyrod Taylor's going to be a free agent. They'll probably cut Justin Fields because he is cooked in a Jets uniform. So many holes, so many variables, so many hypotheticals that you don't even know if there's a plan. So for any Jet fan to be like, I believe in Aaron Glenn, there's a plan in place. For anybody to say that right now is it's absolute lunacy. It's absolutely fallacious, whatever you want to say. Because throughout, you want to take the entire season in the sum of its parts, or you even want to say, Aaron Glenn's not a good football coach. What does he do well? And people will say, well, he just needs a quarterback. Well, he hasn't shown, number one, that he should be given a franchise quarterback. Number two, he hasn't been able to coach other units well outside of the quarterback. Okay, special teams. How about the defense? Takes a step back every single week. They just had 48 points dropped on them by the Jacksonville Jaguars just a week ago? So, this whole I have a plan stuff, we have a plan stuff, we have a vision is all nonsense. I'm telling Jet fans not to drink the Kool-Aid, please. If you drink the Kool-Aid, it's going to be more disappointment for you, more anger, more emotion. Because for the back half of this year, I've been completely checked out. I don't trust the coaching staff. Okay, the GM made some good trades, got some good value for Quinnen and Sauce. Coaching staff, I don't trust. I don't trust the defensive side of the ball. Offensive side of the ball, I don't trust. Whether it's the quarterback coach or the OC, I'm sorry. I know people like to praise him. There's no one that I can single-handedly say that, on the coaching staff, besides Chris Banjo, that says, you know what, I trust this guy. Because next year, the Jets have $80+ million in cap space and a bunch of valuable draft assets. And we're supposed to believe, A, number one, that free agents want to come here to play for Aaron Glenn. And number two, that the Jets coaching staff is going to get better with better players. I don't foresee that happening. It could be blind pessimism or whatever you want to say. I just don't trust the vision right now. So, in terms of that, the Jets don't have a plan. But don't fall for the Kool-Aid, guys. Even with these content creators, and they'll paint a bright picture that's all sunny skies and rainbows. It's not that way. Sorry, it's not. Don't delude yourself and expect better. Demand better, as I said earlier in the season. That being said, folks, talk to you guys later.